Good morning, collective. I love you. I love you. Hey, so I gotta ask. I have my ancestors want me to do a little networking to use the other people in the collective because there's this curse that needs to be broken, and maybe in one of your readings you're gonna get a name. The name of this person is from the 70s. Okay, they made a lot of money in the 70s doing readings for people. The reports of these readings would be like on green cardstock, okay? These readings were on tape, cassette tape as well. She's a very powerful reader in the 70s. I need that name to help this person break this curse. If you get that name, I'm gonna be watching readings and it'll come to me. But I feel like it's a very, very important name. Collective, I got this thought that if people don't switch gears, they're going to blow the transmission. Because somebody received a download from somebody passed over, and they had mentioned an offense, okay? They were trying to say events, because this is just one of several events that's about to occur. They're very angry, okay? Things didn't go as planned. That's what I'm getting. I'm just going to say, collective, that this kind of spiritual battle, this is a full-time job. And those of you with full-time jobs that are hopping in to help, thank you so much, because I know that you're already tired from your full-time job. I don't see how anyone can have a full-time job and fight this kind of energy. If this is your full-time job, like I said, I'm supposed to network and get this name of this person. And you might even get two names because they worked with other people, but even if you get a first name, it's going to come to this person immediately. You're going to help unlock it. You're going to help unlock what started the curse in this person's lineage, okay? It's not really what they speak or what they share. It is what they speak and share. It's not what they wear. That's for somebody. It's not what they're wearing. It's what they speak and share. I don't know. Is somebody judging somebody from an outside appearance? Because it's what they're saying or sharing with you that is of value. Not what they're wearing. Not what they're smoking or drinking. It's what they're sharing with you. That's key. Somebody has been deceived by that. It's what they're speaking and sharing that is of value, not what's on the outside. Okay? Because I think people are getting confused with, or getting discombobulated mentally by an outward appearance, because that's what they do, right? That's how Satan tempts you, is from these outside things. So the hate is going to kill these people. The hate, their own hate, is going to kill them, whether it be through attacking an organ that's weak. We know that. So bumper sticker for collective is hate didn't kill me, okay? Because we don't run with those batteries. Alexa, play Soldier, Eminem. What else here? Oh, and I'm supposed to read this. And it goes with my dream that I had too, so I'm going to tell you about my dream. So this is from Numbers, the book of the Bible, Numbers, and it's from chapter 14:5. Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before the assembly, before the congregation of the children of Israel. The verse before that talks about why they are falling on their face in prayer. Let us make a captain. They're supposed to choose a captain, and they're praying over this captain. There's two men in my dream, and the vibe they had was a good vibe, so I know this was a good team of people. They had your color on, collective. Whatever your color is, Spirit wants me to tell you it's your color they're wearing. So whatever t-shirts or with suits or whatever, it's whatever your color is, these people are wearing that color. Their backs were to you. They were doing something, maybe praying, maybe that's why I got that verse, but you were observing this, whatever they were doing, planning, whatever. You heard two explosions, and they were loud, and they were close to these people, and you were like, dude, we got to get out of here, and you wanted to say that to these people, but so that's a message for somebody. The explosions are closer to them than they realize. and they got to get out of there. So I hope that helps somebody in what's going on here. Shabbat. I'm not Jewish, so I mean, I'm Christian, but the holiday for Shabbat is this today. It was the end of the 7 weeks of leading these Hebrews to the Promised Land. Moses. Okay, they celebrate this tonight. Okay, Judaism celebrates this, and they read the Book of Ruth. So those of you who want to, it's a really beautiful story. She sacrificed a lot to go with her mother-in-law. She didn't have any of their customs or languages, and Ruth goes with her mother-in-law, and it's just a beautiful story because she's just in the field working, and this landowner comes up to her and says, hey, I pick you. Like, she got chosen, and she was just working in the field. So it's a beautiful love story because it's just about somebody who was just doing what they had to do and doing what's right, and she got blessed for it. So anyway, they read the Book of Ruth on this holiday today. So lots of energy to alchemize right now. My cards are all jacked up, so give me a minute. I'm so sorry. I think I shared with you about scorpions stinging themselves in the wild. Like, it's kind of they'll kill themselves before a predator can get to them because of their pride, because their ego or whatever. But they do it to protect themselves because they know that they'll go to the other side and they'll be able to fight and tell truth on the other side. Yeah, a lot of you might be getting messages from people that have passed over, like just recently, that are trying to get you to help in this fight, in this spiritual battle. And yet they may not make sense. Hey, okay, yeah, this is what I'm going to tell you. So, pendulum, I did a pendulum exercise last night. Because, you know, there's a lot of readers out there that are like, yo, you get your shit together, use a pendulum. This thing worked. This thing blew my mind. I asked it some personal questions last night. I'm going to share those with you. But this isn't a like a crystal. This is just something that I used. It's really heavy, but it worked. You can do the same thing at home if you have something similar. I have a chalkboard that I have set up on the two sides of my face. But this chalkboard is for the spirit guides to say yes or no on. They write on that for me because I have a lot of thoughts coming in. And I know they're not all from my ancestors, but I have this person on this side that says yes or no. And so that's how I keep it real. Because I do share my thoughts with you, but I do want to make sure that you get downloads from the spirit, because that's where the battle is. This is a spiritual war. And it's for lineage. It's making things right. Things that were done that weren't quite right. And these things happened years and years ago, okay? Probably when you were just a kid, collective. And you observed them, like you saw like clues of them, but you can't remember all of it. Like you can see their faces, in other words, of these people they were collaborating with, but you can't remember. And so now is the time, like, you need to network with the other collective. Like, hey, if you get a reading, you get a name, I'm going to be watching. Just throw it out there. Just know that. And these people still have ancestors here. These groups that have collaborated, they still have generational people here. But Spirit told me to tell you that I will get it before they either erase your message or remove your message from me being able to see it. So we just have to work fast. All right, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, it's really close. I mean, I think it's just that moment of unlocking it that's going to be really key for this curse. So, okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Kryptonite. Alexa, play Kryptonite. Fifth house, things people do for fun, right? Fifth house is Leo. So imagine like a family around a fireplace during a holiday singing Oh Holy Night or Jingle Bells, or you know what I mean? That's what I think of when I think of fifth house. It's just this place where that's where all the magic is, right, of the family. Collective, I feel like your fifth house growing up wasn't that place. It was actually a really lonely place. But I'm supposed to tell you that that's going to change, that you're going to have your own moments, kind of where you get to plan your fifth house, your fireplace moments, with people that are going to be really, really good to you. I know you're giving up a lot right now, and you're probably asking Spirit, why Why does it have to hurt when you give something up? I know, right? Why can't it just feel good? I know. I think there's going to be resources coming to you to help you maybe stop some of these things too. Right now, you're depending on your own, what you have, which is really not very much. But in the future, you're going to have people come toward you to bring you other resources to help you because they see your potential, they see your gifts. And they've got your back, okay? And you may not have even met these people yet, but I think you've made all the right moves. Just stay quiet, I guess. I mean, I know you like to, but just protect what you're thinking out loud, maybe from some of these downloads, or if you need someone to hear it, say it out loud. I guess it's kind of like, what do I do? But you'll know the ones to say out loud and what to not just keep to yourself, okay? Okay, so you're feeling like this. You're still feeling kind of, trapped. It's not a good feeling. But you feel trapped, but you're not trapped. In other words, like you may have even chose this for yourself to get to that place where, okay, now I can see things more clearly because nobody's bothering me and there's a blindfold on my eyes. So I'm really in tune with spirit right now. And none of these swords are hitting her, by the way. They're just around her, okay? None of them are poking at her. She feels fine. It's about a broken heart. Somebody had their heart broken. This wasn't the way it was supposed to go. These events, again, somebody speaking from the other side has said offense, but they meant events because these events are not over. And they're brokenhearted about it because no matter what has happened to stop this evil, it's a war, and Satan's not going to go down without his best strikes. So there's a broken heart over that, and the ancestors realize that too. It's like they have to get their second win. They've done all of this to keep you alive, collective, but it's a second win time because you're going the distance. This is in your unconscious. You're well aware that you can stand on your own, that you didn't need anyone's help or ask anyone, hey, how should I do this? You're well aware in your subconscious that this is where you have gotten a lot of your strength and power. You're consciously aware of this. There's got to be this moment in time where truth is let out of the bag. Cat is out of the bag, okay? That's where you're headed. You're moving away from collaborations or thoughts that you may have had with other people because you realize that that wasn't the right way to think or that wasn't the right way to respond. They may have had you convinced that, if I do this, it could be monetary, it could be, I don't know what kind of gain it just wasn't good. The energy wasn't good with these people. Alexa, play the Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult. On this path here, y'all have an astral traveling. So you're moving away toward that, toward new options. Like I said, some of these are unclear right now because they're not here on 3D yet. That's why it's confusing for you. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe these people will just offer you a safer place to live, and that's all you really need. You just need to trust that I feel, especially with the downloads I was getting about this curse, that in the forefront of your mind is breaking this curse, because no matter what they hand you, it's not going to benefit them unless this curse is broken. So that's in the forefront of your mind. Remember I said you'll always respond correctly to situations. You won't have that spirit of jealousy. You won't have that spirit of envy. You won't have that spirit of greed. If you have what is in the first thing in your mind is something pure. And it is pure because you want to break what was done wrong so many years ago, okay? So keep that in the forefront of your mind. Don't worry about these other things because that's where these other spirits can sneak in, see? And then act through you, and then you're like, see, look, that person was greedy all the time. No, because the first thing in your mind is you want to break this curse, okay? This curse had a lot of just illusions and just things that it covered. It covered you, collective, for so long that you just took it as normal. Like, this is normal. It was not normal, okay? Whatever behaviors or things that you went along with, they weren't normal. The reactions to these people weren't normal. They weren't loving. and you just enabled it because you thought, oh, that's just the way they are. No. You know what's real and loving, and it wasn't loving, and I'm so sorry, because you shouldn't have been unloved. You are the gift, okay? So people, you're headed toward this, just keeping your stability, okay? You've switched gears because you don't want your transmission to blow, okay? I don't think a lot of these people out there can do that because they're just in one gear. They are hell-bent on ruining you, collective. Don't, yo, you just keep, step at a time, and you got your wands. I think this is a warrior. He's a soldier, yo. And he's not disappointed to be standing there like that, because this is what his life has brought him, is to be in this energy. And it's a powerful energy because he's got all the ancestors. These are all the ancestors behind him. And it's pretty badass. Okay. People see you with this great opportunity coming. They might see that. You don't. Your concern, keep this in the forefront of your mind, is breaking this curse, because you know it's not over yet, okay? So keep that in the forefront. Don't run off down dreamland, down the rainbow, like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna be able to go to Dairy Queen and have a blizzard. I don't know, whatever it is. Just keep your mind on that curse, okay? Don't get sidetracked. Get your head in the game, man. Remember, you're already suited up for it, because you know it's Jungle Ball, okay? Wishes, dreams, hopes. In this position, we got the Lovers. You've probably made the decision to go your own, which is the few close family members around you, or your cat, or your dog, or or if you have that someone that you just can completely trust. That's what you're going to lean on here for your hopes and wishes, because that's all you have. That's all you can, know truth, reality, because it's black, white, there's good, there's evil, and God's told you to choose love. He's reminding you, look, there's always going to be black, there's always going to be white, there's always going to be truth, there's always going to be lies. He's told you this several times, but the bottom line is your ancestors have been whispering this love, 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 love. That's how you bring it to the middle. That's how you balance it. And this is the outcome for today, okay? We have a really rainy day today. I don't know what the weather's like over in your neck of the woods, but it's really rainy here. 7 of Wands. I like 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is, hey, I know I got some things I need to work on. I'm going to get some downloads today. I'm going to be writing those down. I'm going to be tapping in. Write it all down. Start your little page and share those messages, collective, because we got somebody out there that needs a name, okay? I love you. I love you. Good luck.